Greetings to all, this is Johnson, North Wales. This is the first of the Pure Flight Group builds, the L13 Blaník, 1/72nd scale by Special Hobbies. This is the first video in this series. The L13 Blaník is a two-seater trainer glider produced by Let Kunovice since 1956. It is the most numerous and widely used glider in the world. In the United States Academy, Air Force Academy service, it is designated TG-10C. It is used for basic flight training. The L13 Blaník was designed by Karel, Dlouhý of VZLÚ Letňany in 1956, building upon the experience gained with the Letov XLF-207 Laminar and the first Czech glider to employ laminar flow wing profiles. The L13 was developed as a practical glider suitable for basic flight instruction, aerobatic instruction and cross-country training. The design concept was to combine with many true and tested technologies, metal construction, NACA laminar profiles, and many standard issue components of the Soviet aerospace industry. The Blaník entered service in 1958 and quickly gained popularity as an inexpensive, rugged, durable type, which is easy to fly and operate. It was widely adopted in the Soviet bloc and exported in large number to Western Europe and North America. Total production was in excess of 2,650, or more than 3,000 variants are included. More than half a century after its first flight, it is still the most common glider in the world. The Blaník achieved many two-seater world distance records in the 1960s and inspired other designs, notably the Démant and L-21 Spartak single-seaters developed to equip the Czechoslovak team in the 1956 and 1958 World Championships. That was Karel, Wikipedia. I bought this kit a few years back from Hannon's. It's just one of those nice finds and a rather interesting subject matter, and I bought it along with two others. So the sprues are crisply moulded with nice finely recessed panel lines. The canopy is packaged separately. No major issues there. The decal sheet is an absolute treat with decals for 4 aircraft, very nicely printed, though I was a bit worried that the white decals are going to be a bit transparent. The instructions are basic but functional. Not much to this aircraft at all. Cockpit, yeah, it's not the best of location for the features, and some things, particularly when you will need to refer to reference photos for this build. Construction, as always, begins with the cockpit, which was undeniably fiddly. You really need to use reference photos on this one to get the best out of it, but with a bit of work and a lot of test fitting, and I mean a lot of test fitting, it does go together. Main assembly, yeah, getting the angle of the wing angle correct and lining things up was a bit tricky. The location is very vague, so yeah, so that is, it's there assembled. One thing you don't realize is that the wing leading edge actually overlaps the glazed component, and some of it has to be painted over. So wing position on this one is definitely a tricky affair. After some sanding, filling, I started off with and some grey. I then laid white because this has to be quite a bright aircraft. After the silver, I masked off the other areas, the blue, so I could just paint the flying surfaces. Painting did take a little bit of time on this, and as can be seen there, I'd specially masked off the white stripes. Now that was before I put the decal on. So yeah, I think it's a simple construction, no major issues there, and there you can see it finished. I was a little bit short on photos on this one because I was depending more on the videos, but I'm going to be honest with you, the videos for this turned out to be, well, rather crap. So, really to go over some of the issues on this build. The decals, the dark decals, brilliant. The white decals, as anticipated, did give me some problems. One side came out okay, but the other side, I'd done the white stripe a bit too small. So, yeah. From this view, I would say the left-hand side's okay. The right-hand side is the ropey side. That said, overall, doesn't look too bad. It's one of the cases of don't look too close. I did have some also problems with the decals disintegrating. As you can see with the letters L and U, they are a little bit on the translucent side there. I think take some time with this kit. It's well worth doing. It's well worth getting. You've got 4 really nice color schemes to choose from. And it's worth putting the time into on this one. I think it builds into a very, very nice aircraft that sits quite pleasingly on the shelf. I didn't choose the easiest color scheme, but I'm reasonably happy with what we have. So overall, this was a nice little kit. The overall quality is excellent and it was a pleasure to build. Wing angle and position was vague, as was the location of the cockpit details. The colour scheme I chose was my biggest mistake and it created way too many problems in the project. Decals were a mix of great and way too fragile, but weren't too bad. This is a kit I'll happily build again. Sorry for taking so long to post this. I built this back in early December. So thank you for watching. Happy modelling. God bless. Stay safe, guys. Chancellor North Wales, signing out.